to welcome everybody stopping by to my channel. This is my BMW 335 that I will be installing a direct port injection kit on. My goal for this setup is 500 to 550 wheel horsepower, not something insane or unachievable. For those who are interested in my build, please take a second, subscribe and like this video. I will be uploading more frequently, and to my subscribers who are following me, thank you for viewing and following me on this journey. The first step towards my port injection goals is to install a bigger low pressure pump. I currently have a stage 2 low pressure pump. My tuner suggested to upgrade it because I already maxed out the one I currently have. Here is a quick view of the fuel pump that will be installed into my 335. I purchased a complete bucket assembly through Precision RACEWORKS. Precision RACEWORKS included 3 things along with the fuel pump: the lock removal tool for the lock ring on top of the fuel pump, the float for the level sensor, and the O-ring. For those who are interested in buying the same fuel pump, I purchased the stage 2.5 pump through Precision RACEWORKS website, and it is a Walbro 535 pump. To begin replacing the fuel pump, the passenger rear seat and cover will need to be removed. There are 4 10mm screws for the cover. Next step is to disconnect the plugs and vent lines. Then you will need the lock removal tool to loosen that ring. I had some trouble here with removing that vent line on the bottom of the top hat. I broke the clip that locks it into place, but luckily a new one came in with the fuel pump. Next step is to disconnect the 2 plugs going to the top hat so you can have access to the feed line and return lines. Quick tip I recommend is having less than a half tank when replacing the pump to try and prevent fuel from dumping out onto your car. While removing the pump, I would hold it up to where there is no fuel in the tank actually touching it. So then when tilting the pump on its side, the gas can just pour back into the tank. So there's a less chance of making a mess. I still managed to spill some gasoline in my car, but not enough to where it got onto the ground or even have my car smell like gasoline. It is important to note the movement of how the flow of the level sensor goes. The new pump didn't come with it installed already, so I matched it to how the other pump had it. It's easy to install, you just have to clip it in and you should hear it lock into place. Now installing the new pump. I disconnected one side of the top hat so I would be able to reach the feed line and return lines. The new pump has 2 zip ties that hold the return lines, so you want to be able to see if you actually zip tie the lines. Unfortunately for me, I messed up on one of the zip ties. If this happens to you, don't lose your cool or get frustrated. Just get another zip tie and lock it down. Back to finishing the install. Don't forget to install that vent line on the bottom of the top hat. Before locking down the pump, pay attention to the pictures attached for numbers 1 and 2. It is important to line these up because if you don't, you'll never be able to lock down the pump correctly.